In this video we will talk about code structure, and let's start from statements. What is statement? Statements are syntax constructs and commands that perform actions. So we have already seen a statement alert. It was our first statement. It's a function hello world, which shows message hello world. So we can have as many statements in our code as we want. Statements can be separated with a semicolon. This. So, for example, let's change our code a bit. Let's save it and save this one. Let's try it. Hello world. Now we have two statements that are separated by a semicolon. Usually statements are written on separate lines to make the code more readable. It's a good recommendation to write it on new line. Now it's more readable. A semicolon may be omitted in most cases when a line break exists. So if we have a line break, we can skip it and we will have the same result. Let's check. Hello world, true. In this case, JavaScript considers this line break as a new semicolon, but it's not always true. Sometimes we can create new line and it won't be a semicolon. For example, let's take a look. Hello world and 15. So as a result we have calculation of these numbers and result, and we alerted result. So I want to mention that not always semicolon can be skipped, and one of the best practices in JavaScript is setting semicolon in the end manually, because of sometimes we can have different errors. Let me show you one sample error. Right now doesn't matter what this code means, but what you need to know. Let's take a look on this one. We can save it. What we see, 1, 3. It's okay, but let's imagine that we will put alert before. Let's save it. There will be something, yes, but we don't see these alerts. Why? Because we had error. Let's fix this error by adding semicolon. Problem is solved. What was wrong? The issue was that these square brackets, they do not consider semicolon in front of them by default. It means that code was executed in this way. Why it didn't show alert? Because of this is a function. We will talk about functions later, and sometimes function can return array. This was array, and we can go through array, and that's why it was considered as a returning array. But we didn't returned array, and we have this error. So be careful, and as I mentioned before, try always put semicolon in the end. It's the best practices and will improve your code quality. The next what I want to talk is comments. What is a comment? For example, we have some part of our code and we don't need it anymore, or we will need it later and we don't want to remove it. So we can comment this code. To comment code we can use, for one line comments, we can use 2 / characters. This. And now this code won't be executed. Let's try. Yes. So right now it's just a plain text. It won't be executed as a JavaScript, just a text. The next one what we can use use multiline comments. Multiline comments start with a forward slash and an asterisk, and end with an asterisk and forward slash. Let me show you this. And now everything what will be between these two parts, it's a comment. So everything is commented, and now it won't be executed and do not affect your code. If you will take a look on the console, let's close it, we know how it works and we see that there are no errors. Great. Also, I will mention that in JavaScript we don't have nested comments. For example, if you have this comment and you want to put inside another comment, this will create error. Why? Because of the last asterisks and slash, they will close this comment, and this part, it will be just some mistake, error, and it will create a bug. Let's take a look. So we see that we have invalid regular expression with this missing slash. So we created error. So